And we're in round 2, and this is not a very good hand. If I was assured of drawing a big beast this next turn, I would keep it, but otherwise, I think I have to mulligan this. Alright, this is fine. It's got a soul ring. I love some soul rings. That's for sure gonna get dropped. Means I can theoretically have an Oona active by turn 4. Land tax turn 2 is not so good. For him, that is. I'm perfectly okay with having him out like that. And see, I'm okay right now not playing land tax. Alright, sweet. He discards that. I exile it. And I flip. Good stuff. Guess I could have attacked there, but I prefer to be a bit safer. Alright, here I think I have to play Oona, just in order to start kind of stay ahead of the curve here. And I'm definitely not going to attack. If it doesn't kill my Oona, I'm in a pretty good spot. Ooh, okay. Probably just going to go ahead and attack here. Kill his Garrick first of all. And then I'm going to activate Oona during his upkeep and make him lose some cards. And green seems like a good color. Alright, nothing too special there. Would have got more value out of choosing white, for sure. A Fertilid. Alright, so he's going to have a giant scoop mob next turn. That's okay. So I'm going to have a Grave Titan. Ooh. Alright, well here I'm okay just attacking with the Oona. Doing some damage there. And then casting Buried Alive. Here I think I would like, see, let's bring out Worm Coil. Let's bring out Tombstalker. And how about a Chainer. Alright, that looks pretty good. So this next turn I can bring out a Worm Coil. Even though he's going to kill my Soul Ring, which makes me sad. Imagine he's going to attack with the Scoot Mob. And here I'm going to exile the top top 2 cards. And let's call green again. Alright, nothing. And go ahead and take 5. Alright, so here I'm just gonna grab the Worm Coil. Even though I think I'm gonna attack first. And then reach in there and grab the Worm Coil. Alright. And hopefully I get to draw a land here, that way I can start activating my Night Eyes. Bring back Tombstalker probably. Or even Chainer. Alright, so he's gonna go all in here. I'm just gonna grab the Scoot Mob. Gain 6 and take 5, 8. Alright, fair enough. Alright, I'll just leave that. And at the end of his next turn, I'll do Makeshift Mannequin. And grab the Worm Coil. Or I could grab the Chainer, I guess. That'd be useful. But the Worm Coil seems safer. Alright, Worm Coil it is. Alright, let's get in there for 6. Alright, here let's play the Solemn Simulacrum and fetch a land. That way, next turn we can play the Grave Titan. Alright, so he's going to spend at least 2 mana here to keep his Sacred Mesa. And then he's going to have to sack it. Unless he spends mana for another one. Alright, so he's actually going to lose 1 mana here because he tapped it out and it's going to empty his pool. So if he wants to get the most use out of it, he'll either make another token or just lose it. Alright, so he just lost it. Alright, so he's only got 3 mana here to work with. If he doesn't have a creature, he's in trouble. Alright, so he's got a sliver. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's go ahead and attack in with Worm Coil and Solemn Simulacrum. And he's at 8. And I think it is Grave Titan time. So even if he has some kind of mass removal here, he's still essentially gone. And for some reason he keeps tapping too many for his Pegasus. See, this is why one thing I don't like about Sacred Mesa is that sometimes it ends up just being a mana sink, because you end up losing 2 mana each turn to keep up an artifact that's really, or an enchantment rather, that's not really that good. Alright, so he's giving me the GG, so that means it is game time. Alright, so he suicided. That was the game. Even if it hadn't ended then, still had Reanimate here to bring back a big beast. So that looks good. Alright, so just looking at what he has, I mean, I guess not really too much to play here. One potential I see is playing Terastodon. I think I might actually slide that in, take out the Tombstalker and play that instead. The problem obviously is that if I draw Terastodon, it ends up being a dead card in my hand. So if I draw it first hand, depending on what the hand looks like, I'll have to mulligan. But if it's in my deck, and I can get it with Buried Alive, I should be pretty good. But because of that, I mean, even if I put in, I guess here I could side out 2 of these lands and put in Savage Lands and Overgrown Tomb. So at least I have the possibility of playing it. Alright, I think it's okay.